This is Amy with ResidentRockstar.com, and I'm here with the Butcher Babies, Carla and Heidi.
Hi.
And so we're here at Sunshine Studios, and we're going to talk a little bit about where you've been and where you're going. So right now you guys are on like your little headlining tour, right? Like this is a short run for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah,
Can you tell me about it?
Basically after the Cradle tour, we just needed some dates to get home. It's always wise to book some things on the way home so you don't waste a bunch of, bus costs and fuel. So what better way to do that than to book, a headlining run on the way home. And it's been so cool to see how much our headlining shows have grown. I think tomorrow night is sold out in Albuquerque, and the first time we went to Albuquerque was a handful of kids, and it's just, like I said, it's just really great to see how much it's grown over the years, playing the big festivals that come around. We've noticed a huge change in the crowd, and we're just excited.
It's so fun too, playing these headlining shows too, because we get to play whatever we want. There's no time restraint, and and we get up there and we play all of our favorite songs and some of the songs that the crowd of course wants to hear, and we get to throw in some new stuff here and there, so it's really fun to experiment with it.
So what are the favorites? I mean, your guys' favorites and the crowd's favorites.
That's so hard to say. It's obviously, everyone always loves Jesus Needs More Babies for His War Machine. That's always been and always will be, I think, one of the tops. We recently reintroduced Axe Wound into the set, which was really fun. We had a lot of requests for that, and we kind of missed playing it, so we threw that back into, I think, off the new album, we all love playing The Butcher and Gravemaker. That's really fun. A lot of people really like to hear us play Dead Man Walking, but I think the absolute favorite off of the new album is Thrown Away, that people they are so excited to see live. And it's fun for us to play live too, because it kind of gives us that somber moment where we can take a step back from the aggression and really just put some emotion into it.
And it's so cool to see all of these, metalheads singing this beautiful song. We didn't think people would respond that way.
And sing along with
it's
you?
just been crazy. The whole crowd sings along. It's pretty amazing to see.
Yeah, you guys really get the crowd going. So speaking of the new album, Take It Like a Man, can you tell me how is that going? How long has it been out? What has been like your reaction from people about the new album?
It came out August 21st, 2015, so it's been a little while, but like 6 months, I don't know, I can't count.
It's still new.
It's still new. It's been great. The reaction was incredible. Immediately people couldn't decide their favorite, which is great for us because that means that there's a lot of heavy hitters on the album. So for us, that was a huge plus. It's gotten great reviews, and we were really excited about putting it out there and kind of making it a little bit heavier than the last album, and it became very well received in that sense.
It's got a lot of energy behind it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it takes you on a roller coaster of emotions, and that's exactly how an album should be.
Yeah, it is a little bit different from Goliath, and then there was the Uncovered, is that right? Yeah. Uncovered in the middle of there. So do you guys ever play any of the Uncovered songs live? Or?
We did. On our last tour, we played a lot of those songs. They're so much fun to play live. We were starting off our set with Pussy Whipped for a little while, and Beer Drinkers and Hellriders just really gets the crowd worked up, and Crazy Horses is so much fun to play. And we still play They're Coming to Take Me Away almost every night on our headlining tour. It's such a creepy, perfect song to play, and it really gets the crowd amped up.
It's cool when we walk out and that song starts, people are automatically like, yes! Which I never realized we would get that sort of response off of a cover, so It's pretty cool. We definitely have taken that and made it our own, though, so it's almost like an original.
Yeah, I was kind of curious, like, what was behind your, what made you guys want to do the little cover album, because how many songs on there, like 6 or 7 or something like that? 5? And I was, like, blown away by it, because it's a lot of really cool songs that I used to love, and so, yeah, I was just curious what made you guys decide to do that. And
I think it was just something kind of like an appetizer, if you will, to the new album. By the time Take It Like a Man came out, it was over 2 years since Goliath had been released. So we wanted to do something smack dab in the middle to just kind of, give a little something more, and also, bring out other songs for us to play, but also honor, songs that made us who we are, the musicians that we are, the songs that influenced us as kids. And I think more so than anything, that was the fun part. Kind of just bringing it back to all these older songs that we could really put our own twist to.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of great energy from the crowd, especially when they hear you play the cover songs, because they're like, wow, they can do that song, and I haven't heard that song in so long. And I don't think I've heard anybody since recently. Just the other day we heard a local band play a cover song of SOD's Kill Yourself. So like the fact that you guys are doing that is just great, and I think it shows that you are like really well versed in the music scene, like you know your stuff.
Well, it's great because all of us come from different metal backgrounds, and all of us were the type of kids that really explored music and, sat on the floor in the record store and flipped through records and tried to find out what their favorite bands were influenced by. And so you can see that with Uncovered, and you can hear it in our music, how different all of our influences are that go into this one big Butcher Babies melting pot.
You know what was really cool with Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers? We were in France. Sorry, excuse me. We were in France and we were playing with ZZ Top.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the same stage just a couple hours before them.
That's awesome.
And we went up to Billy Gibbons and we were like, we do a cover of Beer Drinkers and Hellraiser, blah, 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 just all nervous to talk to him. And he was so cool. He was like, oh, that's so rad. What tempo do you play it at? Like, really got into a conversation. He's like, oh shit, well maybe I should put it into my set list tonight. He didn't, but it was really cool for us to be able to talk to him about it.
Yeah, it's somebody you look up to, like
yeah, and then Donny Osmond commented on the Osmond song. Charlie from Anthrax has commented on the SOD song.
Charlie also named us one of his top 5 favorite albums of 2015.
That's
which
great.
Is really cool.
Yeah.
That's gotta feel great.
Yeah. Really neat.
And so now you guys are kind of in the place where people are like looking up to you and getting nervous around you now. So how does that feel?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are influencing a whole other generation of young ladies and gentlemen out there
That's
that are
pretty
wanting to
cool.
play music and stuff. So,
I don't ever. Kids do come up to us and say that we've inspired them to play music, but I don't think that we can't grasp that yet because we still think of ourselves as a baby band, and
right.
we still geek out over our favorite, rock stars, and so it's still a foreign idea to us that we can be musical inspirations for other kids, but we love it, and
I guess it's something we would hope for at
yes,
least.
definitely, and it's a total gift to be able to give back because music gave us so much.
Right. So speaking of inspiration, who are you guys totally stoked about like seeing live this coming year? Who are you going to play with? Where are you going?
Rammstein, and so I'm really stoked to see them live and play with them.
I hear they're putting a
Oh
good
my
show.
god, I saw them years ago, and it was such an incredible experience. But I am so pumped to be playing with them. I'm playing out with them in Chicago, and it's like same day.
Open Air Fest,
so,
is that what
yeah,
it is?
the Open Air Fest in Chicago. So same day, so we're basically, playing the same show. So
That'll be
I'm
awesome.
so excited for that. That's always been the dream of ours. So hopefully maybe someday they would take us on a full tour. Keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? What else what do you have coming up? You have more tours planned? Like,
We're
what
going
can
to
you tell
Europe
us?
for a month coming up in April, almost all of April, and that'll be really fun. We get to go to a lot of places we've never been,
Nice.
and a couple places we have been that we're excited to return to, and then we have a couple festivals coming up in May and some other things that we can't just talk about yet, but it'll be a good spring.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
it's
are you
gonna be
guys
fun.
writing new music? What are
Yep.
you thinking about putting out another album?
Yep, we've already started writing. We're always writing, but we're gonna take like a month or 2 in the summertime and really dive in and get to work. Last time would take it like, man, we were so busy touring and we really just were hitting the road hard that we had to write the album on the road. And so what we really want to do this time is go into our comfort zone, into our studio, sit there all 5 of us and hash it out, on the instruments, on the mics, and that's going to be really great. That's where we come up with our best stuff. It's when all
Yeah.
5 of us are there and just, going for it.
Well, that's exciting. is there like anything else coming up for you guys? I know you have your artwork and your books and stuff, and you have shoes going on. Like, what else do you guys have going on besides just the band?
We're pretty like.
I mean, we're pretty engrossed in what the band is doing because we have to be in order to make it successful. But we both have other things that we do. You know how it is being a musician. It's like you don't make a ton of money. You know, everything goes back into the band to make sure the band keeps rolling. And so we supplement our income by I do artwork. I have a book out, and we actually been collaborating on these really cool wallets and purses where I paint them and Heidi gets crafty with her studding and stuff like that, and it's been really fun. There's been a great response to that kind of stuff, and people like to know that we have these other interests and everything too.
Yeah, I mean, that's always, it's fun to use our free time and still be creative, that's for sure. If you stop being creative, it's like you're doing yourself a disservice, if you will.
Right.
One thing that we are really excited about is within the next couple of weeks, we're releasing a website that we're pretty pumped on, and the details for that will be coming up pretty soon. But
Sweet.
Henry's a web designer, and he builds web pages and all sorts of stuff. So he's been hard at work putting together this really neat thing that we have going on. We're really pumped about. So
yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, that this is something I'm more excited about than even doing a pair of shoes.
Yeah, and I know you love your shoes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have. We run the street team, the Metal Maidens, and so several of the girls sport your shoes all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
like you have fans out there that are just as much in love with shoes as you are.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's funny how things come full circle like that. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's awesome. I know
Hell
where
yeah.
this came
I love
from.
that.
Yeah, and obviously your book is amazing. I read your book, and your drawings are just getting better all the time. But yeah, so are you guys doing any like summer American tours that you can talk about yet? Or
Well, in the springtime, we can't talk about it, but in the springtime we will.
Okay.
And then again in the fall.
Cool. So,
And of course, Riot Fest is off. Not Riot Fest. I'm sorry. Chicago Open Air.
Chicago Open Air.
That's the
yeah.
big one in the
What about
summer.
Rocklahoma? Are you guys playing that one? Or?
No, we played that the last couple years, so they don't like it. You can't play.
Oh,
back
too
to back
many
years.
in a
We
row or
we
whatever?
played 3 years in a row, so I think
Yeah.
it's time we take a year off.
Right.